Hi everyone! Thank you so much for being patient for this tutorial. It has been a rough semester, and finals week is almost over for me, so I'll be able to produce more content for you guys soon. Also, I just wanted to say thank you. As of right now, the Bubblegum KK cover has over 100,000 views, and I just broke 1,000 subscribers, which is pretty wild because when I posted the cover, I had like 25. So thank you guys so much. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. But yeah, like I said before, I'll be able to post more content soon, so let me know what you want to see. All right, with that, on to the tutorial. Hey guys! A lot of you asked for a tutorial on Bubblegum KK by KK Slider from Animal Crossing. That was the most recent song I covered on my channel, and if you haven't seen it yet, check it out by clicking on the screen or in the description below. The way I'm going to structure this tutorial is by going through the strumming pattern and the chords of each part, and then afterwards I'll break down the melody. In my cover of the song, I played at 154 beats per minute, but for this tutorial I'll do 80 beats per minute so you guys can learn the parts and build up tempo from there. I have a tab in the description as well as sheet music for the melody part, so you can click the links to those and follow along. Alright, let's get started. We'll divide the song into 4 main strumming patterns and a couple secondary strumming patterns. The first strumming pattern, the pattern for the intro, we will call pattern A. This is to be played over 4 chords, as I will show you in a little bit. For now, I'll just play it on mute. It goes down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. I'll do it again. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Practice that a little bit, and then when you're ready, you can add chords. The chords for this part are G, C, A minor 7, and B. And they're played with a mute between the G chord and the C chord, which means it goes G, mute, C, mute, A minor 7, D. Pair that with the strumming pattern, and you get down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. You play that twice, and then you end on one more downstroke of D to complete the phrase. Now I'll play this part at tempo, 154 beats per minute, just so you can hear how it sounds. Next we have the chorus. This is the main bit that repeats throughout the entire song. We'll use 2 strumming patterns for the chorus, so we'll call them pattern B1 and pattern B2. Pattern B1 goes like this. Down, mute, down, up, mute. Again. Down, mute, down, up, mute. Here's how that sounds with a G chord. You'll notice that I'm muting a little bit differently in this strumming pattern than the last one. Rather than using my left hand to mute on the fretboard, I'm using my right hand to mute on the strings. It's really a matter of preference. You can mute in whichever way feels more comfortable for you. Again, the pattern is down, mute, down, up, mute. And you do this once per chord. The chords for this part are G, C, B minor, E, D, E minor, and C minor. And I'll put the progression up on the screen so you can follow along. Then you mute after one downstroke on that last D and take a quick pause. Then the strumming pattern changes to B2. This pattern goes down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, down. And the chords are G, C minor, G. And the last three downstrokes are on mute. Altogether at tempo, it sounds like this. Now that we have the chords for this part, we can start to learn the melody. Before we do, though, we have to go through the notation. There are 3 pieces of notation that we'll use in both the sheet music and in the tab. The first is hammer on. This is indicated by a lowercase h in the tab or by an upward slur symbol in the sheet music. This means that when you play a note, the next note is not plucked, but you simply put your finger on the fret for the next note. It sounds like this. The next piece of notation is the pull-off, as indicated by a lowercase p in the tab or by a downward slur symbol in the sheet music. Similarly to the hammer-on, it's 2 notes played on one strum. So for the pull-off, you want to make sure that one finger is on the first note and another finger is on the next note that you're pulling off too. It looks and sounds like this. The final piece of notation is the slide. It's indicated by a forward slash in the tab and a glissando symbol in the sheet music. This is when your finger is on the fret for the first note and you slide it to the second note. It sounds like this. Okay, now we're ready to get into the melody. The chorus is pretty straightforward. The only difficulty is timing the notes correctly. If you can read sheet music, the timing will be easy to pick up, but it's a bit harder if you can only read tabs. So my advice is to listen to the song and keep practicing at it, and you'll get a good feel for the timings eventually. I'll play through the chorus at 80 beats per minute so you can follow along. Don't forget the notation. Here we go. Next is the verse. This has a very basic strumming pattern, which we'll call pattern C. It goes down, down, up, down, up. Again, down, down, up, down, up. The chords are B minor, E minor, C, C minor, and D. And the progression is on the screen. You'll play the strumming pattern twice each on B minor and E minor, and then once each on C minor and C, and finally you'll end with a single downstroke on D. So it should sound like this. At tempo, it should sound like this. Now to learn the melody for the verse. In my cover, I combine the melody with a couple optional background riffs. I'll put a label on the screen for whenever I play the riffs so you know which is which. Also, you'll notice that sometimes I use different fingerings for the same note. This is a matter of personal preference again, so if you like to use a different finger or string for a certain note, feel free. Okay, let's go through it, keeping in mind the notation from before. Next is the chorus again. You go back to strumming pattern B1 and play the corresponding chords, but for the last couple of measures we'll use a new strumming pattern, which we'll call pattern B3. It's just 8 downstrokes and you play them all on G. At tempo, the entire second chorus will sound like The melody for this chorus is the same as the chorus before, but I've once again added some more riffs. You'll hear the difference as we play. Alright, here we go. Next is the bridge. It uses 2 strumming patterns, and we'll call the first one pattern D. The second strumming pattern is just pattern C from the verse. Pattern D goes like this. Down, 2, 3, 4. Down, 2, 3, 4. Down, 2. Down, 2. Down, 2. Down, 2. Again, it goes down, 2, 3, 4. Down, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 down. You play that 1.5 times, 1 downstroke per chord, and then on the last chord we return to strumming pattern C, which to remind you is down, down, up, down, up. Now let's add the chords. The chords for the bridge are E minor, B minor, C, D, A flat minor, A minor, and G major 7. And the progression is on screen. So it should sound like this. and end with one quick down strum on D. Here's the bridge at tempo. And now we'll play the melody for the bridge. Here we go. Next up is the break. It's the exact same as the intro, except the first time you do the chord progression, you do one downstroke on D, followed by 2 muted strokes. So it sounds like this. And at tempo, the whole break should sound like this. So then we have one final chorus. It's the exact same as the first chorus, but I added a few extra strums to that last C chord. So instead of down, up, mute, down on the last line, I play down, mute, down, up, down, up, down, up. And at tempo it sounds like. The melody for the third chorus is the same as the second chorus, but in my cover I layered a harmonized riff over the original one. I personally can't play the two at the same time, so I wouldn't recommend trying to. I'll play the harmony this time around. Here we go. Finally, we have the outro, which is the exact same as the intro with one last downstroke on G major 7. I'll play it at tempo for you since you've basically already heard it. There's no official melody for the outro of Bubblegum KK. However, in my cover, I closed the song with the riff from the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Remix. If you want to learn that, we can play it together now. Otherwise, you're done. This is the riff. And that's it. This song takes a little bit of practice to really get down, but you will absolutely get there. I really hope this helped. If you have any remaining questions, please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye!